William Golding's 1954 allegorical masterpiece, Lord of the Flies, is a chilling exploration of the darkness inherent in the human soul. Set against the backdrop of a nuclear war, the story follows a group of British schoolboys stranded on an uninhabited island. Initially, the boys are excited about their newfound freedom, but the absence of adult supervision soon exposes their struggle to maintain order and morality. Written in a bleak, symbolic style, the work challenges the notion of innate human goodness, exploring themes of original sin, the fragility of civilization, and the inevitable conflict between order and chaos. The story begins with a plane crash during an unspecified war, leaving a group of British boys, ages 6 to 12, stranded on an uninhabited tropical island. Ralph, one of the older boys, emerges as a natural leader and is elected chief by the group. With Piggy's support, a physically weak but intelligent boy, Ralph prioritizes building shelters, maintaining a signal fire for rescue, and establishing rules. Piggy, whose glasses are essential for starting fires, symbolizes rationality and scientific thinking. Early on, the boys discover a conch shell, which becomes a powerful symbol of order and democracy. They use it to call meetings and to grant whoever holds it the right to speak. However, Jack, another older boy and the head of the choir boys, challenges Ralph's authority. Initially cooperative, Jack becomes increasingly obsessed with hunting pigs, prioritizing his primal instincts over the group's collective survival. Tensions between Ralph and Jack escalate, creating a rift among the boys. While Ralph emphasizes rescue and order, Jack appeals to the boys' baser instincts, offering excitement and the promise of meat. As time passes, the boys' fear of a mysterious beast on the island begins to dominate their thoughts. This fear is fueled by the discovery of a dead parachutist whose body lands on the island and is mistaken for a terrifying creature. The beast becomes a powerful symbol of the boys' internal fears and the darkness within their nature. Simon, a shy and introspective boy, is the only one who realizes that the beast is not an external entity but a manifestation of their savagery. In a profound moment, Simon encounters the Lord of the Flies, the severed head of a pig mounted on a stick by Jack's hunters. The head, surrounded by flies, seems to mock Simon and confirms his realization of the beast's true nature. Simon's revelation is tragically cut short. On a stormy night, when he tries to tell the others, he stumbles into a ritual dance the boys are performing, frenzied with fear and excitement. Mistaking Simon for the beast, the boys brutally kill him in a chaotic frenzy. This moment marks a significant turning point, as the boys' descent into savagery becomes irreversible. Jack, now fully embracing his role as a tribal leader, forms a separate hunting group that paints its faces and performs violent rituals. They raid Ralph's group, stealing Piggy's glasses to make fire and asserting dominance over the island. Ralph's group, reduced to a few loyal members, grows increasingly powerless. Despite Ralph and Piggy's attempts to reason with Jack and his followers, their appeals to logic and morality are ignored. In a climactic confrontation, Piggy is killed when Roger, one of Jack's most violent followers, deliberately rolls a boulder at him. The boulder shatters the conch shell, symbolizing the destruction of order and rationality. Piggy's death leaves Ralph entirely isolated as Jack's tribe turns its attention to hunting him down. The boys' savagery reaches its peak as they organize a manhunt to kill Ralph. They set the island ablaze to smoke him out of hiding, destroying the very environment that has sustained them. Just as Ralph is about to be captured and killed, a naval officer arrives, drawn to the island by the massive fire. The officer is shocked to find the boys in such a primitive, savage state, covered in war paint and armed with spears. Overwhelmed by the sudden return to civilization, the boys break down in tears. Ralph weeps for the loss of innocence, the deaths of Simon and Piggy, and the darkness that has consumed them all. The officer, unaware of the depth of their trauma, dismisses their behavior as mere childish mischief. The novel ends with the boys being rescued, but the haunting events on the island leave an indelible mark on their lives. Lord of the Flies remains a foundational text because it serves as a visceral rebuttal to the Victorian optimism of adventure literature. Golding's primary theme is the inherent evil of man. He argues that without the external constraints of society, humans revert to primitive savagery. His motivation was shaped by his traumatic experiences in the Royal Navy during World War II, which shattered his belief in human perfectibility. He wanted to strip away the innocence of childhood to reveal the biological reality of our species. The novel is a masterclass in symbolism. Objects like the conch represent democratic order, while the severed sow's head, the Lord of the Flies, symbolizes the internal devil that mocks human reason. Golding's portrayal of the boy's descent into savagery is both gripping and unsettling, forcing readers to confront the darker aspects of human nature. The story serves as a powerful allegory for the fragility of civilization and the potential for violence in all individuals. It warns starkly that democracy is not a natural state but a fragile construction that requires constant, conscious maintenance.